wearing all black, being aggressive, hitting bombs. Got to hit bombs off the tee to be able to get to those small sections. And that's what I'm going to do today. Hit bombs and attack the pin.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Aloha Press Podcast. My name is JC, joined here today with my co-host. Today is a special day because we are not in my bedroom recording this podcast. We are currently in our hotel room down here in Pacific Grove, right next to Monterey, 17-mile drive, currently staring out our window, and we're looking at poor man's Pebble Beach, Pacific Grove golf links. Jeff, how are we doing today?
We're doing pretty damn good. You know, we had a great day. I know you're running on no sleep, but, you know, we got in the car, we made the trip, we got down here, we played 18 holes, and we've got the U.S. Open to look forward to tomorrow.
No sleep is no big deal because we're not recording this in my bedroom / podcast studio /
It's very true, and you don't have to go to work tonight.
True.
Either do I. So
True. So, super excited to be
all
here.
we got to do is keep the ghost away from us today, and we're okay.
Exactly. So, on top of looking out at the beautiful golf course, 17-mile drive, the ocean, we can hear things. It's great. Except there's a graveyard, which is right next door to our, like, literally is like 100 yards from our hotel room. So it's kind of scary, but we'll move on. We'll be fine.
We'll be okay. My wife might not be, but we'll be okay.
It'll be totally fine, I think, unless you guys never hear about this or never hear this podcast.
Right?
So, but guys, I really appreciate you guys jumping on, listening. This is our U.S. Open kind of prediction podcast, but we're also going to touch on some things that we've done here today, but also what we did like a week ago over at Hagen Oaks Golf Course. Real quick is our race to the bottle. Race to the bottle. It's mine and Jeff's year-long race, match play event where we get to play. He gives me 10 strokes, and we play match play all year long, and the loser gets to buy the winner $100 bottle of booze, which is cool. But we added a new wrinkle to it, Jeff, today, which is, I don't want to say a cop out, but it's kind of gives you a light at the end of the tunnel.
Well, yeah, I think you can't go out and play 36 holes in a day, realistically, or most of the time.
Right.
So this gives you the opportunity to maybe get back to square. And we'll start over. You know, we're only 3 rounds.
We're only 3 rounds.
Only 3 rounds in, but or that, or your handicap bumps up. I don't know.
That's true. It might. So we went out to Hagen Oaks Golf Club out in Sacramento. Had our second match. It was Jeff chose the course. He was down by 1, and sure enough, about 4 holes into it, he was up by 3. And it was I just had a brutal day, and iron play not great. Driver, I had these funky hooks, but
you had the quick hooks that day where you couldn't get off the tee. But I don't know. I like playing at courses away from home, so maybe I had a little advantage the last couple of days. I don't know. I played there before, and not necessarily that I knew it better than you because I didn't remember it, but
no, you literally outplayed me, and that we came to 18. I tried to get it to square, and you knocked.
Well, yeah.
Par 5. It was like 5 something.
So for those of you that haven't ever played at Hagen Oaks, the Alistair McKenzie course, they have a 17-18 par 5 finish. So you got a chance to make or break your round pretty much there. And we both birdied 17.
Yep.
So he's feeling pretty good. He's thinking, I'm going to go Aloha press your ass. I don't know. I was up 4 maybe. No, 3
You were up 3, yeah.
3 going into 18. He Aloha presses me. I don't think he stroked.
No, I didn't stroke that hole.
But so we step up to it. Yeah. Straight away par 5, down the middle finishing hole. And, I went driver 4 iron to about 4 feet.
And knocked it in for eagle. I had no chance.
Made eagle and
no chance at all. I had to hole out from like 85 yards to put us into like a playoff, and that didn't happen. I knocked it to about 15 feet, missed the putt. I think I even 3-putted, but So then I had the opportunity to pick the course. We were traveling to Monterey today, and I said, "Screw it! Like let's play a course that we've never played, never even heard of." So we went out to Monterey Pines Golf Club. It's an old naval base located in Monterey, just a couple miles from Pacific Grove where we're staying. And I was down.
You're down 6 to start the day.
I was down 6, and it didn't go well. And I know this is probably you guys don't give a shit, but to me, on the number 1 hole, thinking I got a chance today, like I'm gonna whoop some ass. Nope, bladed a three iron straight into the street. But dodged. I about hit another car.
Well, you're pretty good at finding streets and car paths and roadways.
All day I hit a road, I hit a cart path, I hit a driving range, I hit a fence, and I hit what did I else I hit?
Not an airplane.
No, I missed an
You
airplane.
missed an airplane.
So Monterey Pines Golf Club is really cool because we were playing with these 2 locals who own a house over on 17 Mile Drive, Heather and I think Rick or
Craig, Ricky T. I don't know.
So, one of those guys. And really cool people, really entertaining people, had a lot of emotion and a lot of things to say about golf and Pebble Beach and everything, which was really cool. But they explained to us that airport that we were playing next to actually is where all the pro guys would fly into and fly out of. Apparently Phil Mickelson has been staying here for a couple weeks, so we got some inside knowledge about how many rounds he's put up over at Pebble Beach. So that was kind of cool. But coming down the stretch, I did not play well. Jeff, what'd you shoot today? You shot pretty well.
65 today. I played well the last 2 rounds. I've played that well in a while. To go under par both rounds is pretty good for me.
It was he took me to the cleaners. He shot, you said 65, right?
Yeah.
You shot 65, but you probably should have shot 62, and I shot a beautiful 84.
Well, you couldn't make 5-foot birdie putts.
I couldn't make anything today.
So, it didn't matter when you hit it close.
No, it didn't matter.
And then the guy we played with, he was the best because he would tell JC, "Oh, you fucking smoked that drive. It's great, but it's right under the trees." Or, "Oh, fuck. You're Mr. One Putt." Yeah, when you're putting for 7.
Pretty much.
But when you're putting 5 feet for birdie, he'd fucking talk nothing to you. So
yeah, Ricky T was he loved to point out the most obvious great swings I've ever seen.
He hasn't made a double bogey in 6 years.
Except
for the
duh.
except for the one.
He doesn't know the rules of golf.
Right? Except for the 1 hole we told him to hit driver, and he just happened to make double bogey. But yet we watched him hit a ball into the yachts. Into the yachts. I'm not joking. Like a parking lot full of boats. Next thing you know, the guy's by a fence on the green, 2 putts. Tells his woman he made it 4. So
It was crazy.
Yeah.
Great. And then we got blamed for it.
Yeah, that was great. Awesome. Good for you.
So today was an interesting match. I walked away with, I'm down 12 because I won 18.
Yes, you're down 12. You were down 13 going into 18, and you won. We both parred.
Yeah, we both parred. I had a pop. It was great. Walked away with a bunch of momentum. Down 12.
Double digits, Hey,
Double digits. So that I might be copping out. I don't know.
If things stick to the norm, you're losing by 6 each time.
Yeah, no big deal, right?
That's why we've created the clause.
Right, yeah. The clause where I could buy out and kind of just Jeff might end up with like 12 bottles of booze this year.
Good thing is I like to drink.
That's true.
So
inexpensive booze.
I'm sitting here drinking out of a plastic cup with no ice right now as we speak.
Well, hey, the comfy lodges at Pacific Grove, just the ice melts quick.
Both of my flasks are empty, so
that's the way it goes. So, folks, keep in mind, we came down here a day ahead of time to go to the practice round at the U.S. Open, Pebble Beach. Our main goal to go and experience Pebble Beach, 1, because it's down the street. 2, it's our Nationals Open, and it's our Super Bowl, right? It's not always going to be at Pebble Beach. We don't know how long it's going to be played at Pebble Beach, so we figured this would be a great opportunity to go down, go out and walk the grounds, walk the course. We've never done that before. Go see some of our heroes, some of the legends, and then go see some of the guys that we follow and some of the guys that hopefully future might be jumping on this podcast with us. But with our travels, we left our house. It was 100 degrees. Okay, we drove to Monterey Peninsula. Okay, in pants. I was wearing a black shirt, a black hat. Okay, I was dressed for the cooler weather. I'm pretty sure I got sunburned because it was 92 degrees out here and I sweated my ass off playing golf in Monterey.
Well, I will tell you guys right now. First of all, we both wore long pants, thinking we were going to get low 70s.
Oh, at the high 70.
Right?
Yep.
Low 70s. I wore a white shirt just in case, but that was probably because I wanted to be different because, we're both supporting the Aloha Press. But I asked JC, if you know anything about us playing golf, we've done it for a long time, but I ask him every time we go out on the first tee, hey, do you want some of this sunscreen? And I bring out my little spray can and we spray myself with sunscreen. And this is Castle Oaks 105. You're fucking burning on the sun. And he'll tell me, no, I'm good. And he'll go through the whole round without putting sunscreen on. We show up to Monterey where it's supposed to be 72. We step on the freaking putting green and it's like you're on the goddamn sun and you're burning. And he goes, yeah, give me a little bit of that sunscreen. And he's spraying himself, hosing himself down with it. So that tells you where we're at. We got ass fucking crack sweat and everything going on.
Yeah, it was brutal.
We're wearing long socks and fucking pants. Yeah, it was horrible. My wife sending me text messages. You two fuckers buy shorts yet? No, not yet.
So the great thing about golf is the unique tan lines that it brings with it. So the only part of my body that is like whiter than the rest of me right now, because I failed to put sunscreen on. There's one part of my body because I was wearing my golf glove when I put sunscreen. I'm looking at my hand and I'm going, that's the whitest hand I've ever seen in my life. It's glowing. Oh, shit.
You know what? If there's this golf glove company.
There is, yeah.
If they maybe sent you one, they might have some of these like see-through things. I don't know.
I have no clue.
They don't like to talk to us that much.
Hey,
Every once in a while.
it is what it is. We've only got 187 followers, so we're growing. So we appreciate you guys listening through our banter. We really appreciate the downloads, representing the podcast. I know we don't have the largest audience in the world, but we really appreciate you guys listening, and we hear your comments. We see you guys' interaction on Instagram. We really appreciate it. So, moving on, Jeff, the U.S. Open. Okay, this is a big deal for us. You've never been to Pebble Beach.
Nope, never.
I've been to like the place, and they're like, "Hi, sir, are you here to play?" I'm like, "No, I'm just here to just walk around." And they're like, "Yeah, you can't do that. Like, this is where like paying customers go." So I've been to the first tee. I've been to the putting green. I've sat in the restaurant over 18. So this is the first time I'm going to be able to walk some of the iconic holes. And I was jogging my memory on like, what when I see pictures of these golf holes and stuff, why does it come back like I've been there, like I've played it before? Then I realized that we're in like the video game generation where EA Sports, Tiger Woods. I've played Pebble Beach like 1,000 times.
So you know all the holes.
I know every hole, and I've shot like 62 here.
Well, Tiger Vision, right?
Oh, absolutely.
When you need to make the birdie, you know. But
Oh.
you know all those holes that run along the coast.
Absolutely.
When in reality, we'd never be able to hit the layup shot, let alone the
Right.
tee-ball. And these guys are freaking making birdies.
Yeah.
So, well, maybe. We'll see. I don't know.
We'll see. So we're going to the practice round. We're going to check it out. Jeff, what is your expectations for tomorrow?
So, I don't know. Honestly, I feel like it's Christmas Eve, and I'm not going to sleep at all tonight. We don't have earplugs, which we were kind of shopping for because I thought maybe that'd help me sleep. Didn't find them. But I think I'm just going to lay here all night and worry about, whose tee times win and what we're going to see. And, you don't know what you're going to get. We've kind of got it planned out a little bit, hopefully, that we're going to get to see Tiger in the morning and then Phil in the afternoon. But in between, I just want to walk the grounds. I want to see the course. I want to be a part of it. Like you said, buy the beers, buy the sandwiches, get the hats for Laura, the black one.
Yeah.
Because that's what she wants. Get a towel, these type of things. And just kind of check out take it all in because we're not going to be there on the weekend.
No, and we won't. But at the same time, our discussion with like the Masters, do you want to be there on the weekend? And I don't really know if I want to be.
I don't think so. So we played with this couple today who's obviously well off and has been to a lot of golf tournaments. And the way they described it to us, living on 17 Mile Drive and being around for some of the bigger tournaments, is tomorrow might have 5,000 people. The weekends are going to have 50. I'd much rather be in my hotel room or my couch watching that round of golf, getting to watch everybody play instead of sitting there trying to chase after somebody.
Absolutely. And I think, the one reason why we wanted to do this, one of the reasons was to give our listeners kind of that take and like our experience and let them see kind of what we experience. But at the same time, this isn't something that we're going to have the opportunity to do all the time. So I think it's unique that we're going to go home, just like our listeners, just like our viewers, just like our followers, and sit home and watch it just like on Fox,
Yep.
and just watch it on TV and see how the story unfolds instead of kind of catching glimpses and trying to track the leader. And, I think that's more true to our roots and our audience.
For those of you who don't know, we've never been to a PGA tournament in our lives. So tomorrow, obviously it's not tournament day, but this is the first time we're going to go watch the pros hitting the fucking ball and out on a course when it's set up for tournament play. We've never done this before. So we're going to do it in a practice round. But like I said, we're going to be at home on the weekends, or we'll be somewhere else on the weekend watching it. And it's going to be a great time. And I can't wait. I mean, the real thing that I'm worried about, or I'm thinking about, is what you said on the way down here. You're half asleep, but is it going to make me want to play golf more than watch? Right? Am I going to be there going, shit, I'm going to go steal somebody's goddamn clubs so I can go hit a few shots, because I don't want to watch them anymore. I want to play.
Right. And that to me, like any sporting event that I've been to, like either a football game, basketball game, motocross race, it's like I'm just like sitting there and I'm like kind of getting nervous. Like it's my turn. Like
right.
They're gonna call my name and I'm gonna be playing. Like
right. It's like you go to a football game, you watch a guy run a fucking out route, or you watch a quarterback throw a deep cross. You're like, yeah, I want to do that right now.
Yeah.
Like, go grab me the football. Like I'm
let's
ready
roll.
to go. Like
strap on the pads.
I don't want to watch anymore.
Jeff, go grab my clubs.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna meet you in the number 1 tee. Okay. We're just gonna act like we know what we're doing.
So this is where the Metakiss kind of comes in. We're gonna create a breakdown fucking club that you can put in your pant leg. And we're going to bring that shit into tournaments, and we're going to hop on the range next to Brooks, and we're going to start hitting fucking wedges with him. Who knows,
Hey, you never know. So that's, yeah, and and again, I've never been to a PGA Tour event, never been to a major championship, and this is like historic. I mean, this is the major that you want to win.
Well, first of all, the U.S. Open, right? Huge. It's been at Pebble before a few times, but Tiger ain't ever coming back for another U.S. Open here.
Probably not.
We drive up and down these streets here tonight, and you see the pictures of him winning, and you see, the old time stuff. Like, this is kind of where it's at. Phil, this is his last chance probably to win the Grand Slam.
Yeah.
And it's happening here this week.
So on that note, what's his chance? I mean, Pebble Beach, it's shorter. I mean, kind of. It's 7,000 yards. They extended it a little bit. 7,045 yards, I think I saw the final USGA, yardage book.
That's like Castle Oaks from the Whites for us. So that's not
right.
long at all for these fucking guys. Honestly, I love Phil. I want Phil to win more than anybody else out here. His 2-driver bullshit, I don't like.
Why not?
I think it's stupid. I think it's fucking dumb. Find a 3-wood you can hit fucking 295, because all those other guys can do it.
True.
Like, why do you need a draw fucking driver and a fucking hook driver and a fucking
but he wanted the Augusta with 2 drivers. His draw and his freaking slice driver or whatever the hell he was rocking.
He could win at Augusta with a 3-iron.
He wanted Augusta with a 64-degree wedge.
Yeah, I don't know. As much as I want Phil to win, I don't think it's going to happen. Believe me, if he's in contention Saturday and Sunday, I might skip golfing myself just to fucking watch him play. But I don't think it's going to happen.
I think it's in his head. And I think, last year's event with him, doing whatever he did on the green because they lost the golf course or whatever. You know what I mean? He putted and then he realized he was going to putt it off the green, so he just went up and hit it again.
Well, I would pick Phil, honestly. I would pick Phil in a heartbeat. But Phil right now compared to Phil, 5-10 years ago, is his bad rounds were 73, 74.
Yeah.
Right? His bad rounds now are fucking 79 and 80. Like, if he's off, he's off.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I don't see him stringing 4 rounds together. He doesn't have the grind. You know, maybe if he's in Jim Nance's backyard hitting off turf, he might have a game plan. Jim was in fucking Canada, and Phil's hanging out at his house.
Yeah, what was that about?
I don't know.
I mean, he knocked a hole in one,
But I
which was
wanna
kind
be
of
there.
cool. I know, right?
Shit. But why? Tell me this. Day off, right?
Yeah.
Jim Nance's backyard. Jim's not there. He's got his buddies and playing some little fucking 80-yard par 3. Why is he wearing a sweater vest? Like, does
It
his
was
sponsor,
chilly.
Does his sponsor make him dress up like that on his days off?
I don't know. I have no idea. Like, and he's repping his gear. Like,
He was like me and you at the fucking 8th grade prom.
it was weird.
Give me a fucking polo sweater vest. Fucking good to go. Shit.
So I don't know. My take is Phil has had the opportunities. He's came in second 6 times. I think it's in his head, and I think he tries way too hard. I mean, from Heather and Ricky Teague that showed up today, I think they said that he's been out here for 2 weeks, practicing.
Well,
So
he missed the cut. So he missed the cut 2 weeks ago. So he's been out here at least 2 weeks.
just grinding.
But I don't know.
We'll see.
I will say this though: if Phil is in contention on Sunday, he will win. I will give him that. And my wife is snoring
She is snoring right now.
like a bear. Holy shit!
So, ladies and gentlemen, just a quick break for our proud sponsor, Wade's Farm.
The Aloha Press podcast is brought to you by Wade's Farm, specializing in organic farm fresh produce, which he will be delivering shortly right to your doorstep. Subscribe now and don't miss your chance to buy your new Wade's Farm t-shirts. You can follow Wade's Farm on Instagram and at thealohapress.com, baby.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Aloha Press podcast. Sorry for our smooth interruption. Your wife does a good job with the ad read.
She read it way better than we could ever read.
I mean,
first try. Well, second try. But,
second try, but it was clean. It was super clean. So really appreciate Clarissa jumping on and giving Wade the proper shout out. So look for those organic vegetables being delivered to your house.
She's obviously very passionate about Wade's Farm's organic produce.
Absolutely. So, Jeff, let's get into it. Okay, obviously Phil's not your pick. I mean,
Nope.
Deep down, probably is the guy you want to win.
So I'm the guy that snuck into the sports book and put like $20 on Phil, just because my heart told me to, knowing that I'm gonna lose $20.
Well.
But my $500 bet is not on him.
So what? Because in like deep down, I want Phil to like achieve the Grand Slam, and why not at Pebble? He's won so many times, but
I'd shed a tear if Phil won.
I
would.
I might be
There's
balling
no doubt in my mind.
on Father's Day.
Yep.
Family
I think
guy.
his birthday's right around there too, or
Yeah.
something like that. Something dumb.
Especially if he gave out like a shout out, like Aloha Press. I heard you guys
Well,
hit bombs.
Well, he didn't really like our video because
Yeah.
he never replied. But we got 1,000 views,
Yeah, we're rocking it.
But we'll get after him tomorrow.
Absolutely. So, who is your pick?
I really hope it's not your same pick.
Let's just get into picks real quick. You picked the orange mullet, Ricky Fowler. That was not great. Okay,
Yeah.
he did okay. I picked Kevin Na, and
make the cut.
he didn't make the cut. And we'll get into that in a few minutes. We're gonna have a special guest, Laura. She's gonna jump on, tell her we're gonna give her a bunch of shit, and you're gonna hear her picks. So, what's your pick, Jeff?
So, obviously, I want to go Phil. Then I want to go Tiger. My heart tells me both of them.
Right.
And I don't like picking front runners, and I usually don't like picking big names. I don't like to do it. That's I like to pick the guys like Ricky that haven't won one before.
Yeah.
Or the guy that maybe up and coming, a Kevin Kisner, something like that. But fuck, Rory McIlroy.
Oh, jumping on the
He's
bandwagon.
got my vote. I watched him in the early rounds in that RBC this last week. Just kind of doing things nobody else can do. I mean, his game is solid as fuck. And then he goes out on Sunday and just annihilates those guys. It reminds me kind of how Brooks was coming into the last major tournament.
Yeah.
Started to play real well the week before, and it's kind of always been the mold, right? The guys that play really well coming into the major usually do pretty good. Well, he's already a freaking multiple major winner. He's going for his Grand Slam not tomorrow or not this week. He's still got to win that Masters, but he's got multiple majors. Tiger just fucking ignited the fire in him. Brooks ignited the fire. You're like, he's no longer the man. That's my pick.
So your pick is Rory McIlroy.
I'm going Rory.
All right, back to back. So he's going to win back to back.
He's going to win
National
the Canadian Open,
Open.
and he's going to win the U.S. Open. Back to
So
back.
he's going to be like the North American champion.
Right? You mark that fucking down.
Does Mexico have a champion, like an Open? We're going to have to ask freaking Bernie.
Bernie.
We're going to have to find out. Soon. We'll ask Bernie.
So wait. So it's not your pick?
No, it's not.
Oh,
Absolutely
shit.
not.
I'm telling you right now, I thought we had the same pick.
No, I'm not jumping on that bandwagon. Yes, his wedge game is getting better.
It's putter. That's where,
Yeah. But when it's like you today shooting freaking 64 out there, okay, 65. You knocked it I knock it to 3 feet. You knock it to 6 inches, okay? Tap ins don't count, okay?
I like it.
For as small as the fairways are going to be, yes, I think Rory McIlroy has a great tool in his bag, which is his driver. But I think as crispy and as firm as those Poana greens are going to be out at Pebble Beach, I think it's going to get in his head. He's going to get one wrong bounce, okay, on the green, and he is just going to get just mentally fucked.
Did Heather get in his head?
Maybe Kirk did. I don't know. He got in my head.
Or Ricky Teague?
Or Ricky Teague. I don't know.
Wait, first of all, before JC picks, how's Ricky Teague in the podcast like 6 times?
I don't know. It's a great, and if you are from where we're from, you'll understand the reference. Great guy. Lives down by the river.
He can weed eat the fuck out of your property.
I'm sure he could. So if USGA, if you need a weed eater, we got a guy. So yeah, I like Rory McIlroy. I'm a huge fan. Don't get me wrong. I like Rory McIlroy. I just don't think Pebble Beach is the course for him. And maybe it's me looking into my last pick, which is Kavanaugh, which is not a great pick. But looking at history and how generally the people that have won the AT&T have won the U.S. Open at Pebble Beach. So I'm gonna go with I'm going with DJ.
Okay.
I'm going with Dustin Johnson. Okay. He bombs it really straight. He's playing really well. I think he was a top 5 at the Masters. He ended up tying second at the PGA.
Yeah.
Okay, it's his time. And I think he's won here a couple times. I think as far as he hits it, and as good as his wedge game is, and as good as that putter is, I think he's going to have more opportunities to make birdie than anyone in the field. And that's no shot at Brooks. Brooks, if that dude wins another one, are we on Tiger watch? Are we on Phil watch? What are we doing?
Well, I will tell you this. My wife, she fell asleep, but she picked Brooks. So
Right.
she's our Brooks pick. My brother fell asleep, didn't want to call in. Ben's busy and working. He was 2 for 2
Yeah.
this year, and he quit, obviously, on us. Rough round out at Hagen Oaks. Got him this weekend. Didn't want
What happens?
Didn't want to call in anymore. So we've got Brooks. We've got DJ and Rory picked already this year.
Yep.
See what Laura has coming up.
Absolutely. We'll see what she's got to say.
We know who Bernie picked. He sent it in on the Instagram.
Who did he pick?
He went with
Tony Finau?
well, no, I think that was his consolation, but I think it was Brooks.
Oh, was it?
I don't know. Where's my phone?
We'll check.
Yeah.
So so DJ, I think he's gonna walk away with it. I think father-in-law's not there to play with him at the AT&T, so I think he's gonna excel.
I like it.
It's a front runner pick. I mean, it's a top 5. We're all picking the top 5 guys in the world.
Well, that's the thing. I mean, they're just so fucking good.
Yeah, and so let me get your take on this. Pebble Beach is
Bernie
so
picked
short.
Tiger, sorry.
Oh, Tiger, of
Tiger.
course.
He picked Tiger.
Pebble Beach is so. I just think anyone can win out there. I think it's the one course that someone that doesn't hit as far as Brooks or Rory or Dustin, like a Kevin Kisner, I think he could win out here. If he's hitting it straight and his iron game's on point, I think he could walk away with it. But and that's what I'm saying. I mean, to just going back to history. I mean, Graham McDowell won it. I mean, and his driving average was like 285 or
It's
something.
kind of like when Zach Johnson wins the Masters.
Yeah, exactly.
The guys that just down the middle
Yep.
on the green, 2-putt all day, and then they roll in a few every round, and there you go. There's your 12 under. You know?
And yeah, so that's So I mean, I don't know. I think anyone can win this golf course. I think or win this tournament. But my pick's DJ. I think he's gonna wreck it.
So, all right. So we've got our picks.
Sure.
We made our bets last time.
Yeah.
Which our guys didn't win, didn't do anything like that. If one of our guys wins,
Sure.
What's the bet?
What's the bet? I want to say let's restart the race to the bottom because I'm getting my butt kicked. No, so let's do I don't know. Let's leave it up to our listeners. Okay? Let's see. We're gonna release this podcast on Wednesday. When you listen to it, let us know what we think the bet should be, and it's not gonna be. We're gonna pick it. Okay? It's not like we're shave our heads or because I'm gonna rock the mullet.
We can't shave our heads
Yeah.
because we're growing it out.
So you guys pick out. Maybe it's something. Maybe we make a donation to charity, or maybe Jeff's gotta. Maybe he's got to buy me around the golf, or maybe I gotta, we'll figure something out. So let's get the input of the listeners. I think that's a good idea. Let's see what they have to say on what the bet should be.
I like that. I think that.
Maybe one of the rounds you could caddy for me if I win, and maybe.
Well, I'll tell you right now, if you qualify for the NCGA, I'm caddying for you.
Are you really?
Yes, because I'm not playing in it this year.
It's true.
So I'm coming down, and your wife and my wife can hang out and get drunk and throw up in the hotel rooms, and we'll go play golf.
All right,
They
I'm
don't
down.
they don't have to get up early and come,
I love it.
right? I'll fucking push that click gear, or that whatever that card is, and fucking read your putts wrong, and we'll be good to go.
Yeah, we'll be set. I love it.
Fuck.
Um,
Maybe Ben will be there. I don't know.
Maybe we'll see. All right. So what's the winning score? Is the USGA gonna supposedly screw up? Because how they like it. They like to keep it near par.
8 or 9.
8 or 9, really? Okay.
Yeah.
Do you think the USGA is gonna do what they did at the last year's Open? With burning out the greens and making everything super fast, putting pins on freaking cliffs.
Well, didn't they do that the last couple of years?
Yeah, they screwed it up. I don't want to say they screwed it up because I kind of like it. I like when it's so challenging.
Can you imagine if we played on those courses?
What would we shoot?
There's some holes I don't think we get the ball in the hole.
I don't think we get any. We win it. They'd be like, "Can we play through?"
Like the guy today.
Yes, absolutely. So 8 or 9 unders is what you.
That's what
you
think.
Okay.
That's what I think.
Yeah, I'm gonna say.
Going lower?
I'm gonna say 4. 4 under is the winning score. Because I think those greens are gonna be freaking rock hard come Sunday. Because if you haven't checked the weather down here, we had this unbelievable rain throughout the whole winter, and then all of a sudden, Pebble Beach is 90 degrees. Okay, that rough is growing.
Well, true. That's kind of like what the locals said. The rough's going to be up. The greens are going to be dry, like glass on Sunday.
Yep.
I see it. You know what? If somebody does shoot 8 or 9, like I said, it's going to be one person.
Yeah, it's gonna be DJ.
Probably going to be the guy in fucking red.
Probably. It's not Patrick Reed.
Yeah, no. No.
Now we're joined with Laura. Laura, you were on the podcast a couple weeks ago. We really enjoyed your input. The one thing that we got to ask you is PGA Championship. You jumped on our podcast, made a great pick, and then you changed it up. What happened?
I know. I talked to my dad, and he was like, "Well, don't pick Brooks Koepka. Like, he's not gonna win." And so then I didn't bet on him.
And then he won like all 4 days.
I know.
Wait, did you take your money off of him?
Oh yeah, I did.
Oh, you'd have cashed in.
I absolutely did.
And how come you went to Ricky? Because I obviously was wrong. And then we saw you pick Ricky, and I thought, oh man, she's jumping on my bandwagon. But we were both horribly wrong. So
I just want to see him win a major. I desperately want to see that. And it's just not going to happen anytime soon. So I won't be picking Ricky any longer.
Okay. All right. So it's Pebble Beach. It's this is going to release them probably on Wednesday. It's Wednesday before the U.S. Open. Who do you got? Who are you picking? Are you going to change your pick? Are you who do you got your money on?
I'm picking Tiger.
Dang.
I'm solidly picking Tiger.
So
and I
why?
will put money on it. Because he played so well at the Memorial, like the Sunday, he shot a 67. I mean, that was crazy. He wasn't even trying.
That's true.
Yeah.
I kind of agree with you. It's the only thing that scares me about Pebble with Tiger is the fairways are so freaking skinny out here.
That's true.
But the greens are, the green complexes are so tiny, and you got to hit, pretty specific targets.
And Tiger is so good at doing that. I mean, you see those shots over and over and over again of him hitting these insane shots. So I'm picking Tiger, and I'm sticking with it.
So does that mean when the breakfast ball guys get with you, that's who you're going to pick?
That's what I'm going to pick.
All right. Have you guys done any picks already, or is this the first pick?
No, this is the first pick. Yeah, I assume that we'll do picks, but I'm not really sure.
All right. Well, that's good to hear. Tiger's a pretty solid pick, especially with his recent play.
Hey, Laura.
Yes.
You know who JC's not picking?
Ricky Fowler.
Kevin Na.
I'm definitely not picking Kevin Na.
After he won that tournament and he gave that car to his caddy, that was so cool.
That was really cool until he told everyone that at the PGA Championship that on the number one tee, he said, I'm not going to win this tournament. And I'm just like crumbling like, oh, great. Thanks. I get to watch 4 days. I get to hear Jeff talking shit.
Well, you only got to watch 2 days of him.
That's true. Only 2 days.
I didn't know that he did that.
Yeah, he went on. He's like, yeah, I stepped on the number. I just had no chance. So it was just a warm up week for the next week. So he goes out and wins.
It worked.
Oh, yeah.
Miscut
It
Tuesdays.
did work.
All right, Laura.
Not
So
Tuesdays.
I know we're giving you a bunch of shit. But what's on your plate? I know a couple of your blog posts have jumped up on Instagram on the breakfast ball. What's in store for you? How did that go? Tell us about what you're doing.
So I just reviewed the FootJoy Pro SLs, women's, obviously, and I really like those shoes. So you can catch that on my Instagram page, on the Breakfast Ball golf vlog. I am going to review more shoes. I just had some Echoes come in today, so I'm excited about that.
You and Freddie Couples can wear those together.
I love them. Don't give me shit.
No, I think it's awesome what you're doing. That's really cool. We might give you a lot of shit. It's just it's our inner stuff. We're like, how do we do it? We don't know how you do it. And we reach out to companies and they're like, yeah, you have 187 followers. Like, go and hashtag a couple more things and maybe we'll send you some gear. And we're like, copy that. All right. Good stuff.
Sounds
you
good.
You gotta work on it before the companies reach out to you, and then you got it made in the shade. No, really, Breakfast Ball has a really good relationship with FootJoy, so I'm lucky to be with them. Honestly, they have a really good relationship with UST and Wilson Golf and a couple of other companies. So most of the really good stuff that I review goes through Breakfast Ball.
Well,
but I am going to review some CBD products, which is everybody wants to hear about these CBD products. And they actually come from San Diego, I think. It's kind of funny.
Of course, California.
What is
well,
that?
I
What
know, but
is that? What Tiger's chewing on? Is that the gum he's chewing on? He's chewing on
Yeah.
CBD or whatever, CBE.
I've heard that rumor, but I don't know because I've seen Phil Mickelson, obviously, kind of taking stuff out of a dropper. So I have to think that it's CBD.
That's crazy. So, do you know anything about it? Like, what is it? Tell us, because I have no clue. Like, it just sounds like marijuana to me. But what is it?
So CBD is just like the non-fun part of marijuana. So there's no THC in it. So it's just cannabinoid, and I may or may not be right about that. So
No, okay. So it's not the what is that fancy word? The euphoric? Was that word I'm looking
yeah,
for?
no, there's
no high.
euphoric. Yeah, there's no
Okay.
high.
Just has the positive properties.
Yeah,
Huh.
I think so.
Okay.
Either that or it's complete snake oil. I have no idea.
Well, you'll let us know.
Yeah, of
Right?
course.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Check back in with us. Well, Laura, really appreciate it. I know we gave you a little shit about Ricky and some of your picks and some of the
You
some of the
picked
gear.
Ricky too.
I didn't. I picked Kevin Na.
You picked Kevin Na, which is much worse.
Hey, stay tuned to the podcast. Okay, you're gonna see my pick. I haven't decided yet, and I'm pretty excited about what I'm just gonna throw out there because it might be crazy.
Are you gonna switch now that you started drinking?
Are you
wine?
gonna pick Tommy Fleetwood?
No, I'm not picking Tommy for
Okay.
one because his mullet game is not strong enough. So I'll
Yeah.
put him on blast.
Who
I've
would
seen
be-
a lot of people picking Tommy Fleetwood, and
All
I
right.
just don't understand.
Laura,
Yes.
no big names involved. Who would be your dark horse, your long shot?
Ooh. Let's see. I picked Ian Poulter the last time, and he did not make the cut.
Well, hey, it's all right. He was striking
But
it well last
I like
week,
that
wasn't
pick. Yeah,
he? Yeah, he
I
played
like that
well.
pick.
All right.
So, yeah.
Are you
Ian
watching?
Poulter.
Are you watching the weekend? Or are you playing golf this weekend?
I'm gonna do both because it's Father's Day on Sunday, so gotta play golf on Sunday. With my dad, so I'll be doing both.
I think we're gonna kind of do the same. We're gonna be up at a resort called Nakoma. You ever heard of the Dragon?
Yes.
Check out that
Yeah.
course. We're gonna go play that Saturday and Sunday.
Are you guys reviewing it?
Kinda.
We're so we changed our motto and what we do. We're no longer a review company. We're a golf entertainment company because we realized that we are not very good at reviews. We told them, we're like, hey, we're not a review company anymore, and they're like, totally cool. Like, just shoot your like fun videos and like do a couple podcasts, and that'll be great. Like, just come up here and have fun and tell everyone that it's not what it used to be. Like, apparently, the Dragon used to be known for like just this horrific, like just kicking the
Shit out of
teeth.
you?
Yeah, and just
That's what I've
lose
heard.
100 golf balls. Yeah, and so they cut down a bunch of trees and stuff. So we're gonna go up there. We're gonna watch the U.S. Open and play the Dragon. I keep hearing like, "Oh, you got to conquer the Dragon," and I'm like, "This isn't Harry Potter. Like, let's just go play some golf. Let's rock it." But
So wait, you guys are going to the U.S. Open?
Well, we're here.
we're actually here. Like, we drove down.
Okay, then you can get me a hat and send me it,
Absolutely,
and I
yeah.
will pay you for it.
Yeah, done.
Yes.
$75.
No.
No, we'll hook you up with a hat. It's we'll be down there tomorrow morning, and any particular, just straight flat bill, super flat.
No.
Do they make flat bill U.S. Open hats?
I have no idea.
They probably make like old man curved
They
like your
probably
fishing
do.
hats.
Probably,
I would
but-
imagine.
So you just want a hat, any particular color?
Maybe black.
All right,
Maybe
cool.
blue. I don't really care. I just
Yeah.
want a
I'm
hat.
surprised you don't have one already. Every time I see you
I
post something, it's
know.
like, here's my new ball marker from the U.S. Open. Here's my golf glove. Here's my new wedges. Right? Me and JC are sitting here
Yeah.
trying to buy a goddamn beer, and we can't even afford it.
No, so yeah, Laura, we'll send you some gear. So stay tuned. Tiger Woods is Laura's pick. Count
Yep.
it, okay? We'll see.
Betting
Money
on
in the
it.
bank.
Money in the bank. So
Money in the bank.
Laura, really appreciate you jumping on. I know we woke you up.
No, you're fine.
Thanks for jumping on. We really appreciate it.
I
And,
appreciate it. Always
and-
good to talk to you guys.
Hey, check back in very soon, okay?
Yep.
All right,
You guys
cheers.
have fun.
Take care.
We'll do. Later.
Bye.
Bye. Oh shit! All right, so we're gonna launch this on Wednesday. We're gonna watch the U.S. Open. We'll do a recap of the U.S. Open on Sunday. I'm excited. I'm super excited about tomorrow, but also very excited about this weekend. Not just to watch the U.S. Open, but we're gonna try and tame the dragon.
Yes. So, as much as we would love to stay in Monterey, buy some more tickets and go watch the weekend here, we're going to actually go back to real work and take off and head up to Nakoma Resort. If you haven't seen it, follow it on Instagram. Check them out at Nakoma Resorts. They do weddings. They do a little bit of everything up there. But this is a place that's pretty close to where we hang out a lot in Tahoe, and never heard of it. Had no clue. People have heard about the golf courses. I hadn't. Maybe you had. I don't know.
I had heard about it, but then when I did hear about it, it had closed.
Yeah. So something that's new to us, but we've got the opportunity to go up there on Father's Day weekend, the weekend of the U.S. Open, and play a couple rounds of golf, hang out with our families, kind of take a mini vacation. I can't wait. It's one of those things that we're going to sit there and juggle, watching the U.S. Open and playing a really, really good golf course at the same time. And kind of where does it mix and match? I don't know. You know, we'll see. JC's wondered. He's asking me, he goes, fuck, what do you think about the reception so we can get U.S. Open golf on our phone as we're in the cart, as we're playing? Maybe it'll happen, maybe it won't. We'll see.
We'll see. We'll make it work. Okay, we'll get some satellite freaking pinpoints in our direction so we can watch the U.S. Open. So we can give you guys all of our reaction about the U.S. Open. But it kind of just goes to our model that we'll play anywhere, you know, from the beach to the mountain. Hey, and we don't like the hot weather. I mean,
not in long pants.
Are we going to bring the hot weather in Nakoma? I hope not.
Shit, I don't even wear long pants in the wintertime back home.
That's true.
Fuck, today we're out there just baking.
So we're super excited about Nakoma. They've got, I know we've talked about it on our last podcast, but we're going to be bringing a couple podcasts. We're going to be doing some of our videos. We're going to be releasing a bunch of content on Instagram, Facebook. So I want you guys to go follow Nakoma, follow us, and check it out. It's going to be a great event, great time.
I honestly wonder how more people don't know about Nakoma.
I don't know. I think it's one of those things that the original creators designed this golf course to be the hardest thing in the world, and that's what everyone knew it as. But then you start calling it Nakoma, and they rebranded, and they're trying to change that mentality, because that mentality, like, no one wants to go and get their ass kicked at a golf course for a vacation. Like, besides Pebble Beach, like, that sounds terrible.
Absolutely.
That sounds awful. So I think they're changing their kind of the way they're doing things. And I mean, with them just cutting down 150 trees, making it wider, flattening out some fairways so you can hold some fairways, making the green complexes a lot more, player friendly, especially for me, because I'm not going to be, hitting everything through the air. It might be along the ground. So I've heard some scary things about this place, but I've also heard some really cool things. And just the photos alone is unbelievable.
Well, it looks amazing. And on top of golf, the other things they offer for a family or for a couple's retreat are just out of control.
Yeah, I mean, the rock wall, the movie theater, the restaurant. It's funny because you jump on their website and the prices are reasonable. Like, if you want to go spend a couple days at Pebble Beach, it's going to cost you $2,600 for 3 nights, and you're going to play 2 rounds of golf.
Well, or my favorite course, Edgewood.
Oh.
You want to stay at their new little hotel retreat thing there? Oh, hey, we'll charge you $500 for your night, and then another $250 for your golf, and then by the time you buy dinner, you're in $1,000 a night.
Yeah, and so Nakoma's doing. They're not doing something new, but they're doing something that they're presenting a product that is championship style golf at a 5-star resort with all the amenities from the lake to everything that they offer. I think they're going to kill it. So I'm looking forward to it. I haven't done a ton of research. I've done a little bit of research, but I'm excited about watching the U.S. Open up there and just absolutely killing it in the videos and looking forward to it. What's up?
In 2 hours, you know what's going to be?
The next day.
48 hours you've been awake.
That's true. Hey, so it's real. It's you sacrifice some sleep to give our listeners some content that they're gonna enjoy.
I'm gonna tell you right now, if you're out there listening and you think you've ever been tired in your life, or you felt shitty, or you maybe been hungover, this guy's going on 46 hours right now, solid, giving you a solid product.
Hey,
So.
this is the Aloha Press. So, guys, really appreciate the listen, really appreciate the download. The thing that we can ask you guys to do the most is just share our content. Get it, if you enjoy what you hear, give us a 5-star review, and then just tell a friend. That's all we ask, okay? And if you want to support us monetary, through some, is that the right word? I screwed up.
They want to give us money.
They want to give some money.
Yeah.
So we can do some cool other
Hey,
shit.
we've got a lot of cool gear. So if you want to buy some shit, fucking get at us.
So we've got our T-shirts, we've got our golf towels, we've got our hats in. We're probably gonna do another order of the black multicam hat, and that's how you can support us, by just sharing our content, following us, liking our stuff, and with that being said, Jeff, dude, I'm excited.
We're fucking out, but we'll be back tomorrow.
Absolutely. Later, guys.
Wearing all black, being aggressive, hitting bombs. Got to hit bombs off the tee to be able to get to those small sections. And that's what I'm going to do today. Hit bombs and attack the pin.